Yes, sir. Hey, we're back. Brooks Mize Wildlife Warfare. I said we would get you some content soon. I can't exactly hunt very soon. You obviously know the reasons. Army, limited time, and seasons are closing. So I'll probably get my first hunting video up to you probably in April. But I figured, since I got a little bit of time on my hands, that I'd do two things with you today. I would do a duck calling and goose calling instructional how-to video, and then I would show you guys what my loadout is for ducks and geese. And I like to use the same loadout every time, no matter what part of the season is. Some guys change it up, some guys don't. It's their opinion, but mine is to keep the same one the whole season. And I'll give you everything down to the choke tube, the gun, the shells, shot size. The song in this video that I play, because I play a song in every video, is One and Only by Cole Wetzel. Y'all go check Cole Wetzel out. His music's great. Love it. He's one of my favorites that's on the radio nowadays. Just an all-around great artist. So what I'm going to do with you first is I'm going to hit you with some duck calling knowledge. I've been doing this for a while, since I was 5 years old. So I figured I'd give you little tips and tricks. Maybe increase your odds next season. So first thing that I'll show y'all is a quack. And it's coming from the diaphragm, and it's going to sound in the back of the call, which I use an Echo Diamond Wood Timber. That's my favorite one. But the back of the call is going to sound like this. Turn around, you're going to be saying, it's going to sound like this. And that's that back pressure. I'm using my fingers up and down for back pressure. Back pressure is important when you're calling. It really is. Now, back pressure helps a lot. Next thing I'm going to show you is a greeting call. Just a few notes thrown together. Once you get your quack right, get your cadence right, it's going to sound like this. So coming in, giving you a look, just hit them with that, and then kind of shut up and see what they do. Don't overcall it ducks. Ducks, by the time they get down to your area, have heard everything in the books. I'm from Kansas. By the time they get to my area, they've heard everything. So just keep it short, keep it simple. And then hit them with the... Gets them every time. Next thing I'm going to show you is a contented hen. 3 to 4 quacks. This is money on ducks. Gotta get the cadence right, though. It's going to sound a little something like this. Like I said, it's going to sound a little something like this. That's a hen on the water. She's swimming around, having a good time. She's contented. That's why it's called a contented hen. She's just content with sitting there, swimming around. You're just telling everybody that maybe they should come join her. Now, don't do this next one unless you got a lot of birds out. Because when you do this next one, it's a lot of birds on the water talking to each other. It's going to sound something like this. Now, what I'm saying in the call is tut-tut-tut-tut-tut. There it is right there. Final one. Final one's going to be a comeback call. Birds are turning. They're still in earshot. Hit them with this one. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It just depends on the mood the birds are in. It's going to be... Which is pretty much what it is. It's a hen pleading to come back. She's going to go, please, 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 please come back here now. Please, 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 please come back here now. And that's if they've turned, they start leading. If you put it all together, it's going to sound something like this. Switching gears a little bit, we're going to switch right over to the goose call. My favorite goose call. the zinc power clucker. I'm going to start with your regular honk. You're going to say, toot, toot. It's going to sound like this in the end of the call. Sound a little something like this at the other end. Your benchmark to all your goose calling, the honk is toot. Sometimes you don't give enough pressure, it's gonna give you that little note that sounds like that. I don't suck, I swear. So again, here you go, here you are again. Next, we're going to switch over to the cluck. The cluck's a little bit shortened version of a honk, more excited goose. This is what it's going to sound like. And the other end of the call, you're going to say twit, twit. It's just a shortened honk. It's going to sound like this in the other end. If you're really, really good, you've got a lot of practice like I've had, you can speed it up a little bit and it's going to sound a little bit something like this. If you're really good, back pressure is also super important. Remember to keep your back pressure. Close if you want it to sound deeper, open if you want it. Next thing we're going to show you is a spit note. Now I haven't completely mastered this one yet, but we're pretty close on it. It's going to be a note. Ta-ha, ta-ha, ta-ha. It's going to sound like this at the end of the call. The other end's going to sound like this. Switch it up a little bit. We're going to do 2 in this video clip. These are all clipped up because, you know, Snapchat for some reason takes the best video for whatever reason. So I'm saving these and editing them. But it's going to be a spit note into a moan. A moan sounds like this. So it's going to be. Alright, last thing we're going to show you is a gavel. A gavel is for birds that are sitting down talking to birds in the air. The birds in the air are telling the birds sitting down, so forth and so forth, vice versa. Scoot over and make some room. Geese are very aggressive birds. A lot of times they'll fight over space to sit down. So it's going to sound a lot like this. You're going to go, guh, 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 guh. In the call, it's going to sound like this. And this way it's going to sound like this. Alright, y'all, now to put it all together, you are a master goose hunter now. You're just going to do something like this. You're going to see birds far away. You're going to go. Hit that flag. If you don't got a flag, just hope they see your decoys. Start to turn, they're coming toward you. You're going to hit them with this. Spit note to a moan. And then they're cupped up landing, you're going to hit them with a gavel. Now that you have the tools and you can practice. I've been doing this since I was 5 years old. I've been practicing since I was 5 years old. Duck hunting's been the family trade. You gotta practice. You put these all together, you'll kill geese, I promise. I promise you will. Decoy placement and good calling. That's all it takes. Geese are fickle. Fickle birds. But if you're a good caller and you got good decoy placement, you at home can make them do it dirty. Kill you lots of geese. Now that I've finished up my calling tutorial, I'll put these away. And we're gonna go check out my layout. What I like to hunt with. The gun, the choke tube, the shells, the shot size. And we're gonna show you what I use, how I kill birds, and how I get them to do it dirty. Stay tuned, here it comes. Alright, now what I promised, my loadout. What I like to use all waterfowl season. Now, we're gonna start with this. The ammunition. I like to use 3-inch Kent Fast Steel ones. I like to use ones because no matter what time of the season it is, whether birds are working close or far, it's a good all-around duck and goose load. Floored ducks with number ones, floored geese with number ones. Field or water, ones work the best. Now, I wouldn't recommend ones if you're taking 50-yard shots, but I don't take 50-yard shots anyways, so it doesn't really matter for me. But ones. Kent Fast Steel ones, my favorite. I love ones. They pattern the best of the Pattern Master. They're just my favorite shot. What we're going to get to next is the bead. I like to use a True Glow high vis bead on mine. I like this high vis fiber optic bead from True Glow. Super easy to see, not incredibly distracting, doesn't raise too far up. Everything's great in your line of sight. Lead the bead, pull the trigger, bird or full, man. I like to use a Beretta A300, gas operated shotgun, 3-inch. 3-inch is good for waterfowl. If you're shooting high birds or geese all the time, that's all you do. Buy a 3.5. But if you're a mixed bag duck hunter and goose hunter like I am, 3-inch will do you just fine. And I like the Beretta. Great operating weapon. Never jammed, double feather jammed on me. Just the perfect all-around duck and goose gun. Light as a feather. Great waterfowl gun for toting in the morning while you're carrying decoys. Carry it all day. Shoot it all day. Definitely a weapon you can shoot all day and never get tired of it. I'm in the shop, so I'm tripping all over everything. Next thing, choke tube. See this right here? It's a Pattern Master Code Black duck choke. I like it. It's a good mid-range, keeps the pattern tight. Works for ducks and geese, man. I'm telling you, will fold these sons of guns. Drop them like a stack of bricks, man. Just love it. This is an all-around good loadout. These will cost you $24 a box. The gun itself, $6.40. And the choke tube, $90. So, not bad all-around setup. If you're just getting into duck hunting, I recommend it. Spend the $600 for your loadout. You're going to have to buy more later, like waders and decoys, but it's worth it. I have spent probably thousands of dollars on duck hunting in my lifetime. This and my decoys, which decoys are pretty cheap, but for decoys they're cheap, I mean. But I just use Game Winners and Final Approach and Higdon's. 3 brands decently cheap in the decoy industry, but will last you a long time. In my opinion, they've lasted me forever. This, like I said, startup's not bad for just your weapon, your shells, and your choke tube. It's not bad. Spend the money. I promise you it's worth it. Promise. See, let's just go $650 plus $100. So you're at $750. $772, $773 for your startup. Worth the money, I promise. If you like today's video, smash the thumbs up button. Smash the subscribe button. Tell your friends, please subscribe. Wildlife Warfare. We're trying to get off the ground. We're trying to be like all those other guys. We're mainly public land hunters. We do some private now and again, but we're mainly public land hunters. If you're a public land hunter, you'll identify with us. It's hard. Don't always get it. And I won't always show success. But you will see hunting content. So please, smash the thumbs up button. Smash the subscribe button. Go out and get yourself some duck hunting equipment. And get yourself started, man. Like, it's so much fun. It's a blast. You'll be broke, but it's a blast. Love this thing. It's Brooks Mize Wildlife Warfare. I'm signing off. Man, y'all been great. Yes, sir! And we'll see y'all next time.